And there we go. Oh my god, this feels so crazy. Driving this right here doesn't feel like driving a concept vehicle. It literally drives like a normal Mercedes-Benz car on the road. Hello guys, I am back today, welcoming you all with this. Here we have the all new EQXX, and in today's video we will be driving it. So let's talk. Let me just swipe and open the door for you, and it's time to enter the new EQXX for the first ever drive inside this. And for today's drive we have Mr. EQXX joining for the video. Here we have Boris. Boris, how are you doing?
Hey guys, I'm just doing great.
Yeah, and today we will be driving the EQXX with him. Let me just close the door here for you. So guys, before we start with the drive, I have here a few Mercedes-Benz caps and I will be giving them away to you. And if you want to win one of these, just leave a hashtag with hashtag Team Mercedes and also subscribe to this channel and like this video. And with a bit of a chance, this cap will be yours. I will be then shipping it out to you. Nice Mercedes-Benz cap. So leave your comments with hashtag Team Mercedes and let's continue with the video. Let's go. What are we going to do, Boris?
We're going on a proving ground.
Yeah.
You can drive the EQXX by yourself, and we'll see how good it will perform and what efficiency we will get at the end.
Wow, okay. I'm super excited, guys. As you remember, I presented you the all new Mercedes-Benz EQXX back in, I don't know, January, February, something like that. And this is the most efficient Mercedes-Benz ever, the EQXX. It's not a real concept because you can drive it. And Boris, you already drove it and you will be telling us some cool stories about that. But let's talk. Let's start the drive. Okay, I have my foot on the brake. I will be talking about the car with Boris, about the stories, and we will be experiencing the EQXX. Let's just get it on. Foot is on the brake. So let me just go ahead and start the EQXX. The start-stop button is right underneath here. You can't really spot it. There we go, the car. It's ready to drive. The welcoming sounds is just so cool. And guys, as you can see, this is not a normal interior with the crazy looking widescreen here. The 8K display here is extremely long. It's super cool looking, extremely futuristic. But yeah, let me just put the seatbelts on, Boris as well. And it's time to drive this Mercedes-Benz EQXX. It's just simple. Foot on the brake, the car's ready to drive. Put the car into drive. And there we go. Now as soon as I lift my foot off the brakes, we are rolling and starting the drive. Oh my god, this feels so crazy. Okay, so Boris, you have already driven the EQXX multiple times. Can you tell us about your stories? How much range and what kind of road trips have you done with this car already?
Yes, of course. So the first road trip we did in March was a road trip from Sindelfing, our headquarters, down to Cassis. It's a small village in southern France. So the road trip was 1,008 kilometers, and we did it without a single charge. So we had a consumption of 8.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer.
Crazy.
I was driving like 4.5 hours from mid-Switzerland, where my colleague passed me the car over. I was driving almost close to Monaco. And yeah, it was like pure fun the first time driving like a concept car on the real road.
Yeah.
And also we did a second road trip 2 weeks ago. It was starting from Stuttgart and was driving to Silverstone, to the racetrack. We take the train to the UK and visiting our friends and colleagues. They also was involved for the development of the car from Formula 1. And in the end, the Formula E champion Nyck de Vries was driving our car on the Silverstone track. Yeah. And we achieved a total range of 1,204 kilometers.
1,204 kilometers, and not even on a testing place and facility as we are here right now. They did it on normal roads, guys. Keep that in mind. It's just crazy and extremely impressive. So they did 1,000 kilometers to Cassis and a bit more than 1,000, right?
Yeah, it was 1,008.
Yeah.
But we still had some capacity left in our battery systems. So the main target was go more than 1,000. but we still have had like 15% left in the batteries.
Yeah.
And we could go more than 140 kilometers, and that's what we was proving 2 weeks ago when we was driving from Stuttgart to Silverstone. We drove more than 1200 kilometers, and yeah, this was
with one single charge.
With one single charge.
Crazy. Right. This is extremely impressive and amazing work at this point. Congratulations.
Thank you very
for
much.
achieving this. And I think this is a milestone for Mercedes-Benz for being the first, right, to reach a mark above 1,000 kilometers, and also doing 1,200, guys. It's just crazy. You go left here, guys.
Yes, and the big challenge was to drive in real-world conditions, so it was not just hypermiling on a closed proving ground. And we was driving in real-world conditions on normal roads. We was even driving in hot conditions with the AC switched on, which is also a big consumption for electric vehicle. But we got a very efficient heat pump. So yeah, we did in every way our very best to achieve those numbers.
Crazy. The entire interior is extremely futuristic, especially with the display. And also talking about the display and the systems here, can you tell and show us more about what can we see and what kind of information we have here?
Yes, of course. This is our tech views. So at the moment we are seeing the page for the aerodynamics. Our aero drag right at the moment is 0.18. So because the shutter is closed, there's no need for cooling at the moment. We got a passive cooled battery. Also the powertrain, it's passive cooled, and we got a diffuser, like an active aero element, to make the car shape even longer, more like a tail drop design. So the aerodynamics will be even better. We're turning left right here. And for now we are stopping, so there's no need for the diffuser. The diffuser is inside, and when we are driving now, the diffuser will extend, and the aero drag will even better with 0.17.
Crazy, guys. It's impressive. Do you remember back in the days with the EQS, like doing 0.2 and now 0.17? It's also a new benchmark and also set a record by Mercedes-Benz right here. Yeah, the drive, guys, let me tell you a few more things about this. I'm driving in D+ right now, but you can set the recuperation modes with the shift pedals here behind the steering wheel. As soon as you go plus, you go D+, and when you move back, you have D and then D-, and then D-. You see, the car is also doing the complete stand here. Let me just go back to D, and we are right here in the testing facility of Mercedes-Benz. We have some crazy test mules here, as you see, and some different roads. This is like a normal European and German road we know, but we also have some Asian roads, US roads, and it's so crazy. What else can we actually see from the display? There's some cool functions.
Yes, right here we got a screen for the wind. So we got wind sensors built into the front.
Crazy.
We are measuring the wind, so we can get benefits from tailwind, or maybe when there's some headwinds, we got information how much the wind costs for our consumption. So we can, for example, when you want to reach 1,000 kilometers and you got information that you got at the moment some tailwinds, you can even increase your speed without a higher consumption. So it's more information for the driver. And then now with these beautiful conditions outside, we are using the solar system on the roof. So there's 1.8 square meters of solar panels, and at the moment we are generating 330 watt. So this is even more than our 12-volt power net is consuming at the moment. So we are charging the 12-volt battery. So when we drive during nighttime, when it's no solar power, we can use the energy from the battery, extend our range.
Crazy, guys. Yeah, it's something I forgot to mention. Back in the days when we filmed it, we didn't have the solar roof panels yet, but they have installed them yet, right?
Yes,
for this drive right here, and we are gaining a lot of, you see, power and energy throughout the solar panels. So impressive. What else can we talk about?
We also got right here our live data energy usage. So you can see where the energy is coming from, like from solar or maybe going downhill, where it's needed for overpowering the air or the rolling resistance. And on the right hand side we can see a consumption prediction. So at the moment we are driving like 60. When you will increase to 70, it will consume a little bit more, so up to 4.2. So this is also very good information for us when we're driving like a long road trip. We are going uphill, we can reduce a little bit the speed for the same consumption, or going downhill and speed up without using any more power.
Crazy. Guys, now look at this. I mean, you might be wondering, why do we need an aero drag coefficient for this car? Look, as soon as I switch it to D+, and we go downhill, you see? The car's accelerating. And now as soon as we also go straight, which I will be demonstrating you later on, you're not losing a lot of speed, for example. If you would do this with a G-Wagon, you would lose a lot of speed, you get me? This is just super impressive, easy drive right here. This feels like driving a spaceship. This is just very, very cool. I wonder how it is driving in the night, so it might also be crazy, right?
Absolutely. And right here, doing those nice curves, you feel a very low center of gravity. The car's very lightweight for EV with 100 kilowatt-hour battery.
Yeah.
It's 1.75 tons.
Yeah. Guys, I'm honest with you, driving this right here doesn't feel like driving a concept vehicle. It literally drives like a normal Mercedes-Benz car on the road, like a normal EV. And the cool thing is that I already see that this technology will be used in future vehicles, right? So what can we expect? Can we also expect the future Mercedes EVs to drive up to 1,000 kilometers of range? What do you think? Do you think this is the future?
I think that's the future. So the powertrain and battery is very close to production.
Yeah.
I mean, we are using a 100 kilowatt-hour battery here, but in a smaller car you can maybe choose a smaller battery to make the car even more lightweight. But the big benefit of driving an efficient car is that, for example, here in 15 minutes of charging, we're gaining like 300 extra kilometers.
Yeah.
So it's pretty usable for your daily drive.
It's crazy. It's just so cool to drive, guys. So guys, that's it basically for today's video. Our first ever full experience driving the all new EQXX. At this point, special thanks to you, Boris, for guiding us through here, for showing us your baby, and can't wait for your next results and for your future projects. All in all, guys, how do you like the all new EQXX, the interior, the drive, the tech, everything? Just leave it in the comment section below. Let me just do a right turn here. I go D-, go back, D, and then D+, and I don't need to brake. It's so easy.
And for now I see a consumption is 5.2.
So easy. There we go. We drive straight. First, second exit. It's just so cool, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Looking forward to see you all again and wish you an amazing day. I will be back.